Protein's all the rage lately. So by now, you know that getting enough protein is hugely important to healthy aging. And actually, the updated recommendation of 1 gram per pound of lean body mass per day to prevent muscle loss and optimize health is pretty wild. That's a lot. Eating that much meat would be tough and not very environmentally sound. So, one of the best ways you can boost your protein intake is through either essential amino acids, which are probably the best option, but they are expensive and they taste nasty. Or my favorite is high quality whey protein isolate, which is absolutely delicious. And the key here is the word isolate, not just whey. Isolate implies that the protein is isolated from all the other stuff that tends not to do well for people in the whey. So that's like the sugars, the lactose, the casein, the things that we tend not to do well with. Isolate also means it's very low carb and low fat. It's almost purely protein. So a 30-gram scoop is almost 30 grams of protein. Bam! Amazing. I have this every day in my smoothie and it tastes awesome. Some of the worst ways to get your protein are vegan protein powders, stuff like Vega. And the reasons are that they tend to have incomplete amino acid profiles, meaning they don't have the right ratios for the human body. Animals and plants have very different needs when it comes to the amounts of different aminos, like methionine, for example. So that's one thing. Secondly, plants also have certain other amino acids that we don't have, and our bodies don't necessarily react well to them. We can't absorb them, and some of them are toxic or inflammatory. And then thirdly, chemical byproducts from the industrial protein extraction process. No bueno. So I'm not saying that all vegan protein powders have those. Not true. Some are great, but a lot of them do. And that's been shown in published data. Bottom line, I recommend whey protein isolate. Usually people who can't tolerate dairy even tolerate it pretty well. Start low and slow with it. Maybe do a half a scoop to start with, because it can be a lot on the digestion if you're a more low protein person. And on that note, not all protein powders are created equal, of course. A lot of them are full of garbage, like artificial sweeteners, things like sucralose and aspartame. So you want to read the label, make sure you can pronounce all the ingredients in there, and yeah, go with a more trusted brand. And in BC, I really like a brand called Kaha, Kaha. You can order them online or get them at Nestor's Markets, that kind of thing. They're fanatical about quality sourcing. I'm not sponsored by them. I just think they're great. No garbage, and they taste awesome. I also like their creatine and greens powder, which I put in my smoothie too. Cool. Hope that was helpful toward the ever-present question of how do I get enough protein?